Hey folks, welcome back to the channel and a huge day for news in Tarkov. We have a new pre-wipe event, but that's the smallest bit of info to be honest with you. We've actually been told the day of wipe, which has never really happened before, at least not in the last 4 or 5 years. And the drops campaign for Tarkov and Arena has been fully fleshed out now. And then on top of all of that, we got patch 15.0 trailer, which is chock full of goodies to go over. So let's not waste any time and we'll get you guys all caught up. Now, I'll throw all the links to everything I can down in the description below so that you guys can look at the stuff yourself and do what you want with it. But while you're down there, how about you hit that like button? It helps me out a ton with Al Gore's rhythm, and it doesn't really cost you guys anything. Okay, so for the pre-wipe event, we have this picture and tweet with no real message. On the official Discord, they told us what it means. We're gonna have scavs all have raider gear. I don't know if that means just means they're raiders or if they have raider gear. I don't know how they're acting. I haven't played yet this morning. But more importantly, bosses are 100% on all their respective maps. So that means Kill on Interchange, Rashal on Customs, Kaban on Streets, so on and so forth. They're 100% spawn rate. So if you're trying to get your achievements done, those last couple ones for killing the bosses, this would be a great time to do it before the end of the wipe. Now, speaking of wipe, if you haven't already heard, wipe has been officially announced for August 20th. This is part of the Twitch drops tweet, which we'll talk about in a sec, but this is where they put the official wipe day on. They haven't told us any times yet for this, but they almost always do these about 3 a.m. Eastern. At least that's when the servers will go down, and they'll say 6 hours, and that could be shorter or longer, extended, blah, blah, blah. So assuming everything goes to plan, servers will be back up around 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. in London, and then 11 p.m. for our time traveling friends down under in Sydney. And this is all on August 20th. Now, as per usual, we got a trailer with the patch 15 trailer. So let's watch this real quick. There's some stuff over here I want to go over and talk about. And then we'll get into the Twitch drops stuff after. All right, so opening up, we see this guy. It's kind of slow-mo. His eyes are blinking. His buddy's over here. It's the first thing, but I want to mention this, the bipod. We actually have somebody using a bipod now. So I think that's going to say pretty much that we're getting it in patch 15, which is awesome. I think it's going to be great, not just for the LMGs, but for sniping and stuff like that. But the elephant in the room is this downed state. Is this them showing Tarkov something Nikita's talked about for a long time, and that is a downed state of unconsciousness, whatever you want to call it. Now, this could just be cinematic, and I'm leaning more towards that direction. I'd say I'm like 70-30. This is cinematic and not an actual representation of the gameplay, just because of how it was done. But I could be completely wrong about that, so keep that in mind. But it's something that Nikita has talked about and he wants in the game, so this could be the reveal of it. Again, we'll know in about a week. We'll know in a week. So let's carry on. And you'll see as he's kind of going through his stuff, his buddies are all dead now. Sucks for him. And then here comes his buddy Tagilla, ready to finish the job. But we also have cultists here. At least that's what I'm pretty sure this is. I think this is showing that we are going to be able to have weather inside factory now. Factory's always been isolated before, and yes, there is a big factory rework coming. You're going to see that through the trailer. It's not like overhaul. It's almost a reskin, though there is quite a bit of changes to some of the floor plans and layouts and stuff, including the ability to what looks like go outside a factory. But this to me leads to the idea that we're going to have weather effects and all that kind of stuff in factory, which means rain now too. So keep that in mind, and maybe hinting at some kind of winter event coming with the cultists. Pulls his pistol up and he's getting ready to maybe defend himself, but it's jammed or something. Who knows? Magic Kaban or colon ties running around or something. And then we're on to it. Here's the outside of factory. This is showing the outside right here of factory. So that's a very interesting piece of the whole thing. And then just more bits and pieces of it as they're walking around and showing things. Showing there's Killa spray painted on the wall, kind of reliving the raid series. More pictures of guys outside. Here is the good old M60, which I'm super stoked for. This thing's going to be a beast. Shooting M80 or M61 out of this thing, I think it's going to be kind of wild and fun. I hope they got the sound right. Also right here, this is our first glimpse at a player setting a tripwire, at least pulling it out. Go back here a little bit. So you can see this would be the stake. Here's the grenade. Here's the tripwire. So questions I have is I don't know, is the tripwire going to be an item and it uses grenades like an ammo? Is the tripwire grenade one item that you got to do? I'm leaning more towards the former than the latter just because of how it's working here. Plus we see all three or four different grenades. Well, not all of them, but 3 or 4 different grenades throughout the trailer here. So here's your tripwires. You get another picture of one here in a sec. This is one with a impact grenade. And then you have a little bit later, we'll see another one, but just more stuff of factory and how it's kind of been overhauled a little bit and changed how it looks. More M60 shooting, cinematic stuff, which BSG does so good at these things definitely hype the game up. Wait, I just noticed something. Oh, it's not. Okay, I thought that might be a riot shield right there, but it's a hole in the wall with some kind of window behind it. Okay, never mind. I about shit myself. I thought they just added riot shields to the game, but that's just a hole in the wall, so never mind. Here's your Uzi. Now they did show some of the power weapons like the GLs and the PKPs, and I think that's the M60 again, right? No, that's not the M60, but they're showing lots of them. So I'm wondering if they're going to make these weapons more readily available than they have been in the past. More M60 action, some more Uzi action, and then here is an F1 with a set up as a tripwire. Now, I think a lot of people are freaking out about this, and I want to point something out. If what you're looking at right now has the fuse with a spoon on it, that means this grenade is designed with a delay. So think the 3, 4, 5 seconds, whatever they are on the various grenades, and the sound when you pull the grenade and you hear that pop, that's the fuse being activated because you let go of the spoon. That's, when you throw it. So that is going to still be in effect. So if you hit a tripwire, you're going to hear that pop. Hopefully there's some good audio cue to it, which means you have a little bit of time to get away from the grenade. And yes, this even works for impacts because impacts have a 2-stage fuse. If they hit the ground too soon, they don't blow up right away. They default to like a 3.5 second fuse. That's a safety feature. So even if an impact grenade is used, you're gonna have time to get away from the grenade. Obviously, VOGs have short fuses, but they also have really small kill radiuses. So we'll have to wait and see how that is. There is potentially, somebody pointed this out on Twitter, and let me bring this over real quick. It was pointed out to me here that there are fuses for the RDG5 and F1 that have a special fuse for tripwires that make the grenade explode without delay. So basically there's no delay fuse. As soon as the pin's pulled, the primer drops, ignites, goes off right away. That is possible. Those could be in the game. They would have to be separate grenade because you're not going to use one of these grenades because if you pull the pin, it blows up as soon as you pull the pin. You can't throw the damn thing. So we'll have to see. I think that's a possibility, but that's not what we're seeing here. This is a regular fuse. You can tell because it's got the spoon on it, and that's what the other ones have been. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And they dive supposedly to the tripwire right there. And then just some more cinematic stuff. A little bit of Ground Zero and Lighthouse, Shoreline, more Shoreline. Oh, that's Lighthouse. Oh, and then here's mortars landing on woods. The only place we saw so far was Shoreline, but these are mortars hitting on woods. And as you can see, that's a pretty close impact. Watch how close these are hitting. Like that's right in front of him. So the way they are in the trailer, they don't seem to be too overpowered. They got to hit pretty close to you to kill you, but we'll see. We got fighting on woods. This is Killa, and obviously an actor of Killa with somebody killing him with the deagle. So it's kind of cool to see the deagle in action. But as we all know, nobody just walks in front of Killa and doesn't die instantly as he shoots. So that was, I don't know what that was. And then there's our first glimpse at Partisan right here, hiding in the woods. So I don't know very many PMCs. I guess PMCs can be pretty oblivious, but you'd have to be pretty oblivious not to see the damn red boonie sitting in the tree line looking at you right here. And that's the trailer. So I'll throw the link down below. You can watch it without me yapping through it and listen to the music. Nikita does all the music. It's his music. Like he actually makes it, composes it. And this is one of the best songs he's had so far for Tarkov, in my opinion. I think it's a really cool song. I like it a lot. All right, so drops. Let's talk about drops. They're going to start on August 23rd, 2 p.m. BST, which is 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. And the time slots will probably go in 12-hour time slots for the streamers. and they'll cycle every day. Right now, streamers are signing up for their days. My dumbass fucked up the sign up sheet somehow. I have no idea, so I'm waiting to hear back from BSG. I don't even know what my days are. I had like 7 dates selected somehow. My browser was screwing up. At least that's what I'm going to blame it on. And then I submitted it, and then it was like, yeah, well, we're in review. And I'm like, well, shit. So I don't know what I'm doing yet, but other guys are getting it right. They're picking their days. So you'll start hearing from your favorite streamers on when they will be doing it. It's going to go till the 28th. And the interesting thing is that what they're changing here. You do need to link your account. That's why I had this tab up. So you go to escapefromtarkov.com, sign in, and make sure you link your Twitch account to your game account. That's the only way you're going to get drops. You have to do that. So make sure you do that. So here's the drops. They are going to have a streamer marathon. On each day of the campaign, certain tasks will be available for streamers who have drops in the Escape from Tarkov category. Depending on whether the streamers complete the tasks or not, the quality of the earnable drops the next day will change. If streamers do not complete any of the tasks, the drops for the next day will be common versions. If they get one task, they'll go to an upgraded version. If they complete both tasks, the drops next day will be featured greatly upgraded versions. So it's going to be up to the streamers to get whatever tasks BSG throw at us. And these are global tasks. It's not like if one streamer does it, he doesn't get items and another does. This is a group effort, all the streamers. So they're going to be probably pretty difficult, I would guess, moderately difficult at least for the streamers to complete to get all of you guys better drops. So that's kind of a cool aspect. I like it. I think it's cool that they're doing that. It makes it a little bit more engaging rather than just, hey, come watch me sleep as I stream for drops, which I don't know if anybody actually did that, but maybe. Now with that, they are also launching the rating system. So you're gonna have all these PMC, KDs, average profit per raid, furthest effective shot, raid, survive, all that kind of stuff. A weather season change. So I guess we're gonna be going into summer or maybe fall, hard to say, but that's coming. And yeah, so that's the drops for Escape from Tarkov. And then Arena will pick up at the end of that on the 28th, and they are going to have drops till the 31st. So just a couple of days there, and those will be for everybody. There'll be no slots. Anybody streaming Arena will get the drops for that. And that's talked about here on the summer Twitch drops event for the Arena side of stuff. All right, well, I just realized now that I recorded all of that without my face cam on, but whatever, it is what it is. If you guys are wondering why it wasn't there, that's why I just hit the wrong button and didn't see it. So we're here, but that's it. We're wrapped up. Hope this was useful for you guys. Got you up to speed, maybe hyped up the wipe a little bit more than it already is. We'll obviously be live on the day of the wipe doing our thing, so come check us out there. Also, don't forget to check out the music. Link down in the description below. Free to listen to. It's also available for content creators. If you need to download it for YouTube videos, just DM me on Discord and I'll get you the information you need. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. I wish you the best of luck in your raids here as we close out wipe 14.5 and move on to 15.0. That's all I got. We'll see you in Tarkov.